Hey everybody. So I'm continuing my playlist of rules of engagement. We're talking about how to prepare for the actual engagement. We've talked about emotional preparation. Now we're going to talk about mental preparation. So to prepare mentally, one of the same core principles of emotional preparation, above all else, you must be prepared to stay on topic. And in order to stay on topic, you have to really know and understand your topic and prepare for the conversation based on this topic. Because if you're just like, just a little brain fart, oh, hey, I have this total 4-second idea that I want to run by a narcissist. No, you're going to get murdered and hammered and murder hammered. So that's not at all a good approach. You have to sit down and you have to prepare. Is this worth the emotional toll I am going to pay? And that was part of the emotional preparation part. Understand that when you engage a narcissist, there's going to be an emotional toll to it. They're going to extract their supply, positive supply or negative supply. They're not going to interact with you without exacting that toll in some way, shape, or form. So you have to know your topic. You have to know it well. You need the ability to stay on topic. In the emotional preparation video, I said that an excellent movie to watch is The Exorcist, and get yourself in that frame of mind where when the priests go in and they have to ignore all the distractions and everything going on, this horrible beast in the room, they have to stay focused, they have to finish what they started, and they have to achieve what they want to accomplish, right? That's what you have to do when you engage with somebody who is manipulative. And part of this is, so the big part of the mental preparation, besides just knowing your topic and being prepared to stay on it, you need to recognize all the tactics that they're going to use to shift away. They use pretty much the same playbook for everything. And I've got a playlist called the NARC Playbook, where it goes into all 10 of the usual methods. But one of the biggest ones, whenever you're actually engaged in a conversation with them, big things they love to do, they love to interrupt, they like to shift the blame, they love to triangulate against another person, they like to project their own feelings, emotions, and characteristics on you and then demonize you. And they like to gaslight, where they say, that didn't happen, that's not what I said, that's not what I meant. No, that's absolutely not what happened, and you're crazy for thinking that. Why would you ever say something like that? So understand that those are all the tactics, but they all boil down to one result, and that is, hey, we're not talking about what you want to talk about, we're now talking about what I want to talk about. And what I want to talk about is fighting you. And that's what they want. They want the conflict. So when you engage them and you're staying on topic, none of the 10 manipulation tactics matter so much as recognizing that it's always got one goal in mind: to go back to proving they're right or proving that you were wrong. Knowing these tactics is very useful, because then as soon as they do it, you can call them out on it and say, well, now you're just shifting the blame to me. This doesn't have anything to do with me. It's not my fault at all. I'm the one who approached you trying to solve the problem. Now, it's not, so it's not a problem that I created and now I need help solving. No. So this is not, you're blame shifting. And say, well, Huey, Dewey, and Louie, all three do this, so you're saying that me and Huey and Dewey and Louie, all of us are wrong? It certainly appears that way, yeah. So it's entirely possible for groups of people to be wrong. They do things like, they rage at you, they start yelling and screaming, and you say, okay, if you can see me, I can hear you. Adding volume to it really doesn't make you more or less correct. So suck it up, Buttercup. Calm the fuck down. So, and maintain your composure. You don't want to get triggered. And that was part of the emotional preparation. Okay, you are dealing with the little girl from The Exorcist, the green bile spitting, head twisting, vagina stabbing, puking, vile, disgusting human being floating in the air, flinging dishes and records and all that shit. That's who you're dealing with. So, the power of Christ compels you, whatever, right? Now, a few other things for preparing mentally. Write down in advance the things that you're going to talk about. Write them down, meditate on them, and I'll get into that with spiritual preparation. But, just write them all down. You have to write down what your points are. And this is so important for what I'm about to say. You need to tie your points to their egotistical traits and characteristics. So what you need to do is the point you're making, you have to know what kind of egomaniac they are. You have to know what it is they're proud of. What is the image they're trying to sell? Are they trying to sell the perfect parent image, the perfect mother, the perfect father, the successful businessman, the super cool guy, the player, the pickup artist, the ladies' man, I think I said the businessman already, the tycoon, the gangster, the thug, the pimp, whatever the image is. You need to tie your points to how it impacts their image negatively. Real pimps don't do that shit. Real players don't do that. Yeah, ladies, yeah, right. So you're a ladies' man, but real ladies' men don't do this. God. Oh, Jesus, don't. We're not even going to go to the real men do this. Real men hold the doors, blah, blah, blah. There's a whole pile of memes that I think are just absolute garbage when it comes to that. Real men pay for his date and all of her friends and the whole committee of friends that she brings on the first date, no matter what the bill charges. Yeah, no, it's not. I've seen stuff like that. Anyways, I digress. I'm off topic. Now, once you know how your points tie to their ego and how your points for what they're doing wrong, once you understand that it's a matter of image with them. This is the thing. You can go on the attack and you can hit them where it hurts, but they become highly unstable, highly unpredictable, and very much violent when you do that. They're very delicate creatures when you touch their ego. You want to really, really, really use some judgment and caution before you just decide to go attacking their image. Their ego, their reputation. It can get dangerous really quick. So don't go on the attack. You just have to use it more subtly. So you stay on your points. You say, I'm right, blah, blah, blah. And they say, no, I'm right, you're wrong, blah, blah. Say, yeah, no, a real gangster doesn't do that. Or in the case of co-parents, you say, a good mother doesn't do these things. Good moms don't do this. Good dads don't do that. You don't call out and say, yeah, you're so concerned with this good mom image, you're so concerned with your good father image, but you're not a good father at all, right? Because that's subjective. That sounds like opinions, right? So you have to make it more vanilla, more neutral than that. Something where it's not a direct attack on you. It's stated as a fact, something that could be taken judicial notice of, like literally like the sky is blue, It's like, no, the sky ain't green. It's not. Ask anybody. The sky's not green. I don't care who you are. So you say something like, good moms don't do this. Good dads don't do that. They don't do these kinds of things. Real players don't do blank. And then let's see. And then the last point. When you stay on topic, you stick to your points. You do not waver. You take the priest approach, like from The Exorcist. They will eventually shut down. They'll shut down, especially after you've said it 2 or 3 times. Good moms don't do blank. Yeah, no, good moms don't do blank. They're like, oh, you're so crazy, blah, blah, blah. And the killer is because they're going to project, they're going to put it back on you, they're going to flip it on you and say, hey, you look bad. You say, no, I'm really not the one that looks like garbage right now. I'm not the one that doesn't look, I'm not the one that doesn't look like a good mom. I'm not the one that doesn't look like a good dad. I'm not that right now. I'm not the one that looks like a fake ass parent. I'm not the one that looks like garbage. And you know it. Throw that one in there. This is especially effective towards the end. I'm not the one that looks bad, and you know it. Because at that point, they already know that you're right. They don't want to hear it. They can't handle it. They can't block it out. Their defenses go into overdrive to protect that low self-esteem inner child. And they pull out all the guns and they start unloading all the ammo to try and prevent you from hearing it, like la 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 la. I can't use both hands because like this hand is like holding the phone. But see what I did there? I switched hands. See, now I got this one again. They're gonna start doing that whole la 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 la, blocking you out. And then what you'll see is after a few times, when that no longer works, then they're gonna say fuck you, and they hang up the phone, or they disengage, they walk away from the computer, they stop texting, leave me alone or I'll file a restraining order, that kind of stuff. And then you leave it alone because you know you won, and you don't say anything. The silence is going to kill them, and you can almost always expect, you know, that your KPI, your key performance indicator, your metric for success, when you know that you got your point across, is they disconnect, and then after a while it festers and it builds up in them, and they can't hold it in anymore. So they're gonna either call you back or text you or email you this like a whole Unabomber manifesto of all the reasons why they really are a good player, or a ladies man, or a gentleman, or a good mom, or a good dad, or a good whatever the hell, you know. They're going to send a big long diatribe of all the reasons that make them good. And so what do you reply? You say, so who are you trying to convince, me or you? You know? And you say, my issue wasn't, and you say, my problem is not your image. My problem is, this is what I feel is right. This is what I feel is the right thing to do. I don't give a shit about your self-image. I just care about doing the right thing. Nobody gives a shit if you're about your good mom image. Nobody gives a shit about your good dad image. Nobody gives a shit about your professional image. I just care about doing what's right. Fuck all else. Anyways, that's all I got. Thank you very much. Please like, comment, or share. And next up on the list is preparing physically. But first, I gotta do other things. So thanks again for watching. I'll see you on the next video.